Howdy folks, we are here today with a very interesting low elo game on Megarandom, which you know is going to be interesting. In the yellow we have smokeMaker, who is playing as the Burmese, and in the blue we have Samers89, who is playing as the Slavs. We're going to watch smokeMaker's perspective for this because they have a much more interesting game, I think. At the time of this recording, smokeMaker was roughly 317 ELO, and Sammer's 89 was 457, making them kind of a little bit more predicted to win. So we can already see, just starting off here, we've got a lot of gold around. Decent amount of sheep, berries, stone, but that's a lot of gold near the TC. Okay, so okay, the Vils are coming in. Nice, nice. And for some reason, blue decided to go with Loom first, which is a little questionable. We've got a house going down, which is not the worst thing, but you're going to be housed almost immediately because you kind of want to start with that. You don't necessarily want to go to the goats immediately. This is going to cost some idle time, which doesn't really mean much because blue is apparently doing nothing at all. But it's still not the greatest. So you want to get those houses up fast because then you can have your villagers go on resources before they have to deal with all of this. I'm almost guarantee you that more than one sheep is going to be taken this game as well. Okay, we've got 3 idols. I think they're busy making a bunch of waypoints for their scout, which now they've just double-clicked everyone into the center, and the scout has gone with them. And the sheep have gone with them too. Oh, and we got our second goat down. So the scout, you probably should notice this and click them around a bit more. I think the shift clicking was a good idea. The problem is the scout seems to have gotten off of that. Oh god, now we have how many vills? Is 5 vills on one sheep, 1 vill on another sheep, 1 vill doing absolutely nothing at all. The vill production I like. This constant vill production, that's really good. You do want to keep that up, but this is actually better than most 300s I watch. They don't they don't know how to keep up that production. Also, being able to send your gather point somewhere for your TC, so that your villagers aren't sitting idle. Definitely hasn't noticed the scout. They probably think their scout is still scouting this for some reason, even though it's sitting right here. One thing you can do for that, the idle military button. For me, it's the comma. I think that might be the default. At this point, actually, the fact that you have 8 villagers, it's actually not even so bad that they're on 2 sheep, because the rot is not going to be terrible. Queued up more, this is good. I would like to see that scout, again, because you know there's more resources here. This wall doesn't make a lot of sense. Okay, we're housed again. We got another house coming out. That's way too close to TC. This wall is interesting because you're walling out this gold, you're walling out this stone. Better would be here and then to here along this wood line, because that's just protects more of your resources. Here you do have space for the farms, but that also means if your enemy rushes you with archers, you are going to be able to get your farm sniped. Okay, we've got some more sheep here. Interesting thing here, for some reason, the waypoint of this town center has been clicked here. And this villager goes to gold. That's a little early to go to gold, unless you're going for man-at-arms rush, which might be happening. There's a lot of food. Okay, this villager doing nothing. This one just kind of walking over here. The scout is scouting. This is good. And you can kind of see... Oh, that's actually kind of clever. Take this boar from around the wall. Oh, it got stuck. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. No, don't shift-click that. And... Garrison? No, she'll survive. Okay. Okay, this villager is mining gold. This villager is mining gold. No mining camp. No lumber camp either. These villagers, the town center, still just sending them here. They're just kind of chilling here with the sheep, not doing anything at all. At least the scout's moving. And we're housed again. Okay, how long is it going to take for them to notice they're housed? I think it's going to take... Oh, the sheep. Okay, they know the sheep are moving, the villagers aren't. Okay, there they go. What are the villagers going to do? They're going to go hunt. Okay. it's not the worst idea. Got plenty of food coming in. It would be nice to build a house though, you know, because that is a problem. You want to have more villagers than 14. Also, you want to be building lumber camps here, so that you're not chopping the straggler trees because, as we've gone over before, it's a little inefficient. Okay, we've got houses. Oh, we've got lots of houses. Okay, so we got 5 houses going up here. This housing is not going to happen again for a little bit. And the scout is on auto scout. And you can tell because of this beelining for this corner here. It's interesting to know we have some water here. That's kind of cool. Okay, all these idols. Also, an interesting thing, because Burmese can see where the relics are, and relics don't generally spawn that close to the town center area, you can probably be pretty sure that your opponent's not here. They're not here. They might be here. They might actually be kind of here. They could be here, but because this is Megarandom, I'm kind of suspecting, especially given the curve of that, they're probably over here. Since you've got your little dock here that it looks like it curves around. And they probably wouldn't spawn in the middle. They probably also wouldn't spawn over here, especially because these relics seem like they're kind of symmetrical. Alright, we're back on 2 goats. Could go for this boar. That might not be the worst idea. You've got the villagers for it. We now have villagers going to wood, but no lumber camp because you spent all of that wood on houses. So that's... Yeah, honestly, if you're going to do this, I would say just keep them on the stragglers, because this is inefficient, this is worse. Okay. Got the house up. At some point, we're going to have enough for the lumber camp. These villagers still on gold. No mining camp here. 260 gold. You don't need to be on gold at this point. Just take them off gold. Put them on something more useful. And honestly, at this point, after this villager, you got the 500 food. Maybe make this one more and then go up. Going up to feudal will be great. You can see your opponent has also built a block of houses and has a very interestingly placed lumber camp there. So they are over here. They've milled their berries as well at this point. So they're probably going to be going up pretty soon. And wow, 25 villagers. Okay, so they've had a lot less idle time. We now have a lumber camp being placed on the opposite side of the wood from where the villagers are chopping. I guess they're now moving over here. This is... You don't want to put your lumber camps on the corner because they run out of trees to chop very efficiently. Maybe here would be better, or here. Okay, we got so much food. You're not building villagers with it. Oh, you shouldn't be building villagers with it. You should, also they're still going to this tree. You should be going up. A lot of food, going up. Do it. Do it, you know, or do a man-at-arms rush. You got the gold. Something. Villagers are good, but going up is going to be better, especially at this point, as your opponent really should have been up by now also. The scout survives this because the opponent does not notice in time. Okay, still making villagers. Lots on wood. Very inefficient wood lines here. They're walking all the way around, all the way back. Almost, you almost have the resource. You do. You have the resources to go Castle Age at this point, but you're still in Dark Age. So you should probably build a mining camp at the very least for these villagers, or, you know, a mill for these villagers. Okay, we're building outposts. That's, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. You're going to get some advance warning of the enemy army showing up, etc., etc. But, you know, you should probably age up, like, go up to the feudal age. Like your opponent is now doing with more villagers than you. Okay, we've got a mill. Not on the berries, mind. All the way over here for the trees, I guess. But you know what we call that? We call that a lumber mill. But we got a lumber camp over here. Still no mining camp. Where is she going? Oh, to dock. I like this. I like the dock. There's definitely going to be fish. I mean, unless this is like a corner here. there's probably going to be some fish around here, and we can... Actually, I don't really see any deep fish here. Oh, we've finally got Feudal Age queued up at 16 minutes. Yeah. So if you're going to Feudal Age at this point, I would honestly expect you to have 10 more villagers than you do, and just have the most rockin' economy ever. We get a mining camp. Okay, there's a mining camp for the stone now. Why we're going to stone this early, we don't question that. I would not go to stone this early, but I also wouldn't be on gold this early. In fact, when you're roughly at about this point in feudal, if you are doing a fast castle, now might be the good time to go to stone. I don't think a fast castle is super advisable on an open map like this. These villagers could have been on wood, for instance, because that seems like that might be a bit of a problem. Wood, so you know you can build a barracks. Maybe you can build some stables for those elephants that Burmese are supposed to be really good at. Opponent looks like they're building a barracks over here. They know how to build mining camps, so that's good. And lumber camps, and I love this little block of houses here. So now we see that it would have been really nice to just wall here and here and to here, and this, there's probably that is not open there. That would be a solid wall. This wall is silly. Okay, now we've got the barracks coming in, and we're up to feudal. What do we do in feudal? We make some more fishing ships. We make it that this has got to be misclicked. I don't think they want a transport at this point, unless they're planning to transport vills or army all the way over to here, which you don't have to because there's land there. Okay, we're getting mining techs in. Getting a blacksmith. Okay, still not building any villagers. You've almost got the resources to go castle at this point. You just don't have buildings. Oh, there we go. Okay. There's a bunch of eco upgrades coming in. That's nice. Town watch will be good. These outposts can see even further. We're seeing man-at-arms coming in. Seeing loom queued up. Ooh, wow, look at that. Yeah, you'll definitely see armies coming, have a little bit of time to react. This outpost, I don't know if I would have built as many of them, but it's the worst idea. We're getting man-at-arms. We're building a man-at-arm. Still no gold mining camp here. Could have dropped it right here. That's a beautiful little curve. And we've got, okay, we've got walls coming up. Stone walls, not the worst thing, especially we've got people on stone. So interesting thought now. I wonder if this player knows farms exist. Because they've taken up all the area around their TC really that could be used for farms. This mill is in a terrible position. Farms, and they've got 5 idle villagers that aren't doing anything but war on food collection. Do you go after this final ostrich now? Do you know that farms are a thing? No, they know this transport. Boy, it's even by the fishing area. You can't fish from a transport. Yeah, these are good walls. I like these walls much better. I don't really understand the building one section and wherever this villager's going. Okay, we have man-at-arm. We have, oh, the enemy's not getting any... Oh, there they are. They're coming in now. The vill count's getting a little more unequal. Not terrible yet. These villagers should probably do something. They could be garrisoning this TC, actually. Also, there's a hole in your inner wall here. Oh, I am almost positive blue did not intend to do this, because this scout now just dies. That was dumb. You've lost your scout, you damaged some villagers. Okay, they walked over here. They're gonna have a little conference by this house. We've got four villagers on this wall, and more wall here. I'm guessing smokeMaker at this point is saying, well, the enemy got a scout in. That's bad. We need to deal with this. And now the farms. And another mill. Rather than building the mill centrally, we've built the mill in the corner here, but also you already have a mill. And you already... Okay, well, at least they recognize they need the space, but also you need to build the mill. we've got the farms coming up here, and neither of these guys is going to build the mill. Is this guy going to build it? Okay, so this guy maybe is going to build these sections and then build the mill because he's a builder. Another barracks coming up. Okay, we're getting man-at-arms. That's not the worst idea. Burmese infantry do get extra, I believe, extra attack. We're housed again. How? You built so many houses here. And meanwhile, these villagers just chilling here. Half the wall remains unfinished. Good scouting, though. What happened to that scout? I feel like the scout died somewhere. Yeah, the scout must have died at some point. Or no, it's still auto scouting, but I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Either way, might be a good idea to refresh this lumber camp. On the other hand, they still haven't made a mining camp for the gold, and it's been 26 minutes. So I'm not holding my breath. Second mill coming up. This farm will be more efficient. Might be good to send these villagers to. Oh my god, and they're still housed. Okay, they're still housed, and now for some reason there's villagers. The villagers that were building this wall are now chopping wood. That seems like a misclick. Okay, now we've got more houses coming up. Good. This is important. I don't. Oh shit. Blue has a lot of military. They have scout cavalry with no upgrades. They have archers with some upgrades. You might want to get this wall up. You also might want to build your houses, but this villager that was building the houses has decided they're going to build the wall. No, okay, now they're building the house. They're a little confused. You need houses. You might want some military. You might want this wall up. You also might want a gate somewhere, maybe over here, because these villagers are getting stuck. Okay, now we got lots on houses. This transport's still kind of chilling here. Where are these villagers going? They're going to this wood line? That again is a terrible place for a lumber camp. I would put it here because again, there's one tree maybe two trees that are within decent distance of that. You drop it here, you've got all these trees that you can cut before it starts becoming unoptimal. Of course, not that they seem to be worried too much about that, given how far these villagers are walking. These villagers are walking. Optimal placement of your camps. You will have many resources much quicker. It'll be great. I highly recommend it. Also, at this point, I would almost recommend building a market, selling some gold to get the food. Selling some gold, and that's not how that works. Buying food and going to castle. You know, your opponent, I'm kind of surprised they're not there already. You want to be in castle at this point. You have the economy for it, they're just proportioned weirdly. Also, I don't think there's any farming upgrades on this. Also, these two stone walls behind the mill are a little odd. I guess it's guarding that side, you know. Okay, we've got our wall almost finished here. And at this point, then the base is sealed. No one is going to be able to get in or out. That's how we like it. Like these villagers and this villager, and yeah, they're stuck there. You have 1,000 wood. You could build 10 mining camps here. Why? Why are you doing this? It's a decent force of soldiers at this point. Your enemy actually doesn't have that much more than you. Okay, here's a gate. Alright, so people will be able to leave the city. It has been decreed. At about this point, there's a video on this from Spirit of the Law, which you definitely should check out if you have the time. At this point, it becomes more efficient to build fish traps. And you have the wood. Because, yeah, a couple fish traps right here. Opponent's going to Castle Age. You're getting close to being housed again. Time to toss down a couple more houses. Where are these? Okay, these villagers are all... Okay, it's not the worst. And, oh, we're moving out. Okay. We are moving out. This stable, I'm guessing they're going to build this. Still no mining camp. Expired farms, which aren't being reseeded. I mean, you have this much wood, just turn on auto reseed. Why not? You definitely need the food. Okay. We've got some villagers that are coming along for the ride. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Oh, more farms. Okay, some of these are being reseeded now. Oh, and they've discovered the mill. They've discovered horse collar is a thing. This player now has 3 mills, by the way. Okay, we're housed again. Opponent is almost a castle. This raid needs to go in and do something pretty quick. Unfortunately, now the opponent has more military. And there's going to be an age up. So, oh wow, they're building a lot of military. Oh, they're building fish too. Okay, here we go. Yep. Fish traps. I like it. More houses. Better late than never. Still no mining camp. Okay, is this going to auto-reseed? Yes, it does. Okay, we have found auto-reseed. The forward barracks, not the worst idea. As this is happening, you should be streaming in units from these barracks as well. Set your gather points here, because you want as many as possible here. You gotta assume your opponent's been booming behind this and has some military as well. Okay, here we go. We could totally raid. Or we could just walk right by. What's going on here? Are we gonna fight anything? Okay, there we go. You do have better attacking men-at-arms, and the upgrades aren't in yet, if they're ever gonna be. But I think you still lose this just because they have archers. And a tower, for some reason. Actually not doing too bad of a job with the kills there, but yeah, you just, you know, they're feudal age units in a castle age world. Okay, more barracks would be good. Going to castle, this is good. A little late, but better late than never. What else is going on? Still no mining camp. These villagers are going to build something. Oh, we've got a wall going up. You know, yeah, see, if you were in Castle Age, you know what you could do? You could castle this hill. That would be really powerful, but you're not in Castle Age, so you're just going to build a wall. Where are these villagers going? They're going to do something, okay. No idea. Could refresh this lumber camp, but you've got plenty of wood. I would be more worried about food, honestly, and maybe producing some more villagers. Are they going to the transport? Oh my god, is he really going to transport villagers? You don't have to, though. Okay, they found more fish. See, this is pretty inefficient now. Okay, so we're transporting villagers. That is happening. This wall is getting done. Okay, Castle Age is gonna be into where? Where is this going? Are they gonna like maybe try a surprise military base here? That would be pretty awesome if they pulled it off. Okay, now we're protected. Kind of. It might be cool to, you know, also wall here and here and here and just make it so your enemy has to go really far around. Enemy also has 57 military units. And a lot, almost twice that of villagers. You probably want to make some more villagers. Maybe you want to make a town center here. Maybe you want to town center the stone, you know. Maybe you want to drop 2 villagers off literally in the middle of nowhere. To do something, I guess. Okay, we've got upgrades coming in, though. I like that. I do wish there were more of these soon-to-be longswords here. Because if you had 30 or 40 of these here, you could probably try another raid. Okay, you're coming all the way back to build something. A castle. Oh god. Yeah, this is why you don't send your a villager all the way from the front lines to here because no one's building this now. Also, this is a bad place for a castle. I would put it here or here so that it's on the hill, it guards stuff. Light cav, longswords, crossbows, cavalry age unit, or castle age units. You have castle age units too, but they're not very good. So yeah, that's toast to your military base. And in response, you make elephants. Elephants are actually not too bad against the crossbows, against the longswords, against the light cav. They do not do super well against the scorpions, especially if the scorpions can be massed. Nothing happening here again. Okay, kind of out of stone. Oh, no, never mind. They're going all the way around to mine this stone and bring it all the way back to this camp. Okay. So, okay, we've got some elephants. We're making elephants from one stable. It's going to be the one stable elephants, and you know what? It's a good thing that these outposts were here, or else we wouldn't have known that this army was coming. Wouldn't have been able to see them. I hear a ding, ding, ding. Oh, there's another dock. That should not be your priority right now. Okay, the outposts are going down. No, not the outposts. How are you supposed to know when the enemy's coming if there's no outposts? Probably should be doing something with these wood villagers at this point. Probably should be making a frickin' mining camp for this gold. There's... Oh, it just pains me. Probably should be making some more... Okay, we got a monastery here. And this is going to be really great. We're just going to watch that some stuff's happening here. This monk cannot leave because there's a tree here and the tree here. He is blocked. Useless monk. Okay, so we got archers. We've got swordsmen. They're attacking the wall. It's going to take a while, but they will take down that wall. Really good military production for blue behind this. Like 100 military. That's great. To, you know, 7. One of which can't do anything. Another castle going up here. Again, not an ideal position. Honestly, if you could, if it would fit here, this would have been a perfect place for it. It's too late now, but that would have ranged most of this. That would have been amazing. Or, you know, here to protect that gold a little bit. Or here to protect the stone, but instead it's here. Not really doing anything. Also, there is a reason you can build more than one TC in the Castle Age. I'm not sure if either one of these players has done this. We see Blue researching so many technologies. Like, I don't know if fortified wall is the most important thing right now when you're wrecking your opponent so hard. Okay, we've got a little base over here. We're going to go for sneak battle elephants. I think that's the plan here. Unfortunately, it doesn't work as well when they're in your base. Okay, the 2 castles plus the elephants will take care of this pretty well, I think. There are a lot of scorpions being built. I don't see them here, though. So this actually probably gets cleaned up. The Arembi also help crazily with this. They are so powerful at close range. And the problem with elephants is they're really, really slow. Okay, now we got these stables. Oh, we've got a lot of idols. They're all in this castle. Why are they in this castle? They should be doing things. Like maybe building gold mines to get gold so you can build more elephants. Because that's becoming a problem right about now. Oh, that's some more scorpions. Yeah, no, please don't run your elephants into that. Oh no. Oh god. Oh god, it's horrible. Those elephants didn't have to die like this. Like, yes, they're tanky, but they're not that tanky, and that's a lot of scorpions. What's the plan here? Okay, we're going for a Rambai, which, you know, costs gold. We're going for elephants, which, you know, cost gold. Look at this cheeky little archer in here. I'm amazed that this wood line has not been found yet. I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. We now have 3 monks stuck here. They're not going anywhere. They're just chilling, reading their texts. Honestly, at this point, it might be worth it just to destroy the monastery to let them out. We got boyars now with upgrades. We've got pikes. We've got a whole AI army here. It really is quite impressive. What do we have against it? Some scout cavalry around by and elephants. They do have some upgrades on them at least. Scout cavalry is... I kind of wonder if that was a misclick maybe. Okay, that stable goes down. Okay, you see blue is making rams, and that's smart because without rams, these castles are not going down to what's here. Not while there's some army here. And this army will actually go down. So yeah, yellow actually doing a decent job to clear this. I like the elephants acting as a meat shield for the Arembai here, not that it was necessarily needed. The crossbows were auto-clicked to the town center, so they're not doing anything. Okay, so, yellow, what's your plan? You're building fishing ships. Your opponent has 83 military again, and is going to imp. You're building fishing ships. You need to be doing something that is not fishing ships, and here's another army. More boyars, and the rams are here. Look at that ram train. Alright. A lot of these will just die because this town center and these castles, I guess the town center doesn't have anything in it. Okay, longswords, not the worst idea. Might want to build like 100 more barracks. And honestly, at this point, considering you have no gold, I would go pikes. Pike skirm would be really good at countering this. They have their own skirms, that's not that big of a deal. This castle is going to go down, I think, because I don't think they're going to get there in time. Oh, repair, and no. Out of stone, and it's down. Which means that this whole front of your base you can't get to anymore. This gold is exposed, this stone is exposed, and that's the game. Okay. Oh, look, we have a town center over here that was never used to build any villagers, because this is still the original 2. Okay, so blue exhausted all the wood at the back of their base. That's and you see the fish traps. This fish traps more efficient at distance. So yellow. This wall was decent. Your original raid was good, but you need to just continue producing the villagers and continue producing the soldiers. You should not have had a pop at of 38 villagers, and this was not even losing that many. I think you lost 1 or 2 villagers. This is just you didn't make them, and then at the end they were pretty much in here or here. Where are all these villagers actually? Okay, there's some there. There's some there. I don't even know where they all are. Then you need to use your resources. You should have been up to feudal age way quicker. Should have been up to castle age way quicker. Imperial age, you know, we give a pass on that. That happens. But you just didn't have the resources to push back your opponent or to raid them because you didn't take any of your golds efficiently. No mining camp here. The mining camp was here for the stone. And again, you had so few villagers. Oh, wait. 27 villagers. Okay, so they did all die. The rest of that was fishing ships, I bet. Fishing ships was smart. I like the fishing ships. But yeah, lots of things. The housing, that's not even that big of a deal. The biggest thing is just going up to the ages when you have the resources, especially the earlier ones, and producing the villagers, and then producing the military. If you get that, I think you're going to shoot up in ELO. Anyway, folks, this has been a bit of a long one, but I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I'll see you next time.